Thank you for joining us for this look at the best original reporting from KPBS News this week. I'm John Carroll. Coming up, see how Hillcrest is adding more housing density while trying to protect its status as a hub for LGBTQ culture. Treating Alzheimer's is not as easy for people of color. Learn how access to proper care remains a significant barrier. And we take a trip to a remote part of Imperial County, where residents have spent years without a local post office. We start with the opioid crisis and how drugs like fentanyl get into the United States. Gustavo Solis tells us about how California's Attorney General pushed back on a growing misconception.
It's an old narrative that keeps gaining power. Illegal immigration is the driving force behind drug smuggling. Many migrants crossing in remote parts of the southern border bring drugs like fentanyl into the country. California Attorney General Rob Bonta says that is not the case.
I think that conflation is wrong, and I think the data does not bear that conflation out.
He points out that U.S. citizens are responsible for the vast majority of drug smuggling, and they mainly do it through legal border crossings.
Most of the trafficking and the buyers of fentanyl are American citizens. And, you know, when you want to talk about immigration, California, America, is a state and a nation of immigrants. And my mom's an immigrant. I immigrated here when I was 2 months old. And immigrants have made our state great and our country strong.
Bonta made these comments during a visit to the San Diego border region to highlight local efforts to combat fentanyl overdoses. San Diego District Attorney Summer Stephan joined Bonta at the offices of the San Diego and Imperial County's High Intensity Drug Trafficking Areas Program, or HIDA for short. Stephan called for tougher penalties for drug dealers whose products end up causing an overdose, and for more preventative measures.
And we need to continue to invest in prevention and also in protection by having more Narcan available to save lives.
Mirroring a nationwide trend, fentanyl overdoses in San Diego skyrocketed from 154 in 2019 to 814 in 2021. Since then, overdose deaths have remained around 800 annually. The HIDA office funds federal, state, and local law enforcement agencies in the region. David King is the director of the office.
We've somewhat steadied the overdose death rate. Still over 800 is unacceptable. That is 2 a day. 2 people that won't be there at the dinner table.
King says that the way to bring that number down is for public health and law enforcement agencies to work together on prevention. Gustavo Solis, KPBS News.
San Diego's City Council is now operating at full strength after the District 4 seat was vacant for months. Katie Hyson met with the newest member who was sworn into office this week.
I, Henry L. Foster III, do solemnly swear.
When Monica Montgomery Stepp took the county supervisor seat in December, it left City Council District 4 without representation. Then, a January storm overwhelmed their drainage system and flooded neighborhoods. Foster says his first focus is the ongoing recovery.
We still have some community members that are hurting, and we need to make sure that we do what we need to do to get them through the recovery process, and I'm committed to do that.
District 4 was formerly redlined. Today, it has a higher concentration of poverty and Black and Latino residents. Foster says the flood highlights the city's history of underinvestment in the district.
For too long, certain neighborhoods in our city have been overlooked and underserved. Generations have passed without adequate investment in their infrastructure, economic opportunities, and quality of life. And we will change that practice. I promise that.
The council is currently deciding the city budget for next year, with a final vote in June. Katie Hyson, KPBS News.
In 2022, the town of Nyland in rural northern Imperial County lost its only post office in a fire. 2 years later, KPBS reporter Corey Suzuki says residents are still fighting to get it back.
Oh, this used to be the lobby right here. Yes.
Nellie Perez points to a scorched hole in the wall.
Or that's the lobby. This is the retail counter. Those are all the P.O. boxes that are facing against that wall.
We're standing inside what's left of a charred building. Layers of drywall and insulation have burned away, leaving just the wooden beams that used to hold up the building from the inside. Between them, you can still see mail containers and old envelopes on the ground. Behind us, Perez's friends Ana Garcia and Diana Juarez watch. They used to work here.
Our retirements might be pay might be in jeopardy if we step in there.
This building used to be the post office in Nyland, a small town on the north end of Imperial County, where Perez, Juarez, and Garcia grew up. But in February 2022, a fire partially destroyed the building, cutting off direct access to the mail for Nyland and surrounding communities. That was more than 2 years ago. As of now, residents still haven't gotten any concrete updates on when they'll see the post office reopen. Instead, community leaders say the closure has forced some people to drive 50 miles to pick up their mail and delay deliveries of medication, paychecks, and other essential services. Again, Ana Garcia.
It's been a hardship. Our community is 67% poverty. There's limited transportation. Some do not have transportation. We have many that are elderly. We have disabled. We have homeless. So the mail is very important to them. It carries their life.
The Postal Service declined an interview request. In an email, a spokesperson said they were committed to finding a new facility and continuing service in the area. Nyland's post office had served northern Imperial County for more than a century. Its service areas also included Bombay Beach, an old waterfront resort town, and Slab City, an isolated community of squatters and artists to the east. After the fire, USPS redirected customers south of Calipatria to pick up their mail. But from the beginning, residents say there were problems.
There was chaos with us receiving our mail.
Andra Dakota is a Nyland resident and a member of the Slab City community.
People would receive mail that is addressed to other people, would be missing their mail, including my very own personal mail like bank statements and medical records.
The distance was another challenge. Nyland to Calipatria is a 16-mile round trip, and community leaders said that was a struggle for some people, partly because 2/3 of all Nyland residents count as low income, according to the 2020 census.
I know so many people that don't have vehicles. I know so many people that are elderly.
Diana Juarez again.
If it's, frustrating to me that I have a way, I can imagine those people that don't.
Other residents had an even longer trek. From Bombay Beach, Calipatria is more than 50 miles round trip. A year into the closure, USPS started sending a mail truck into Nyland, where residents could come pick up their mail a few days every week. That's helped ease the loss, but it isn't a full replacement. To residents, it seems like the Postal Service isn't interested in repairing the old post office. Again, USPS wouldn't comment on that, but they have been searching for a new building that could serve as a replacement. One option currently under consideration is a vacant preschool near the old site. However, negotiations between the Postal Service and the local school district have dragged on, leaving residents frustrated at the lack of concrete updates.
When do we want our post office back? Now!
Last month, Perez, Juarez, and Garcia organized a protest. More than a dozen community members gathered outside the burned-out building, waving colorful signs. For many, the effort to save the post office is also about more than just the mail. In the 60s, Nyland was a thriving farm town, a hub for tomatoes in the valley, and home to a tight-knit Filipino community. But over the decades, many of those farms went out of business, and the number of people in town has plunged since then, forcing salons, restaurants, banks, and even the library to close their doors. Back inside that burned-down building, Perez says the post office was one of the last meeting places left.
I used to come and talk to Diana when she didn't have any customers. We just talk over the counter.
What did you guys talk about?
Everything, everybody, everything.
That hub of life is also something they want to save. Corey Suzuki, KPBS News, Nyland.
Alzheimer's disease is the third highest cause of death for U.S. adults over 80. While new drugs offer hope, KPBS health reporter Heidi DeMarco tells us that their benefits may not be widely accessible for all.
My dad, Ricardo, was from Guadalajara, Mexico, and he immigrated here when he was about 17, 18. And my mom, Virginia, her dad is from Zacatecas, Mexico.
Patricia Hernandez has been tirelessly caring for her parents for nearly 2 decades, a journey that has taken a toll emotionally.
So having 2 parents diagnosed with dementia is devastating. And they were not diagnosed at the same time. My mom's diagnosis came first.
The family had no history of Alzheimer's. Patricia initially thought her mother's symptoms were a natural part of aging.
I knew she was losing her memory, but I didn't know that eventually I'd find out it was an official diagnosis for dementia. About 5 years later, my dad's diagnosis came.
Her father died in 2021 from Alzheimer's complications.
My dad, his Alzheimer's progressed faster than my mom's. And so she's digressed in her abilities very slowly. Friends and family were telling me, I can't believe you have two parents that with dementia at the same time.
The number of people living with Alzheimer's and related dementias in San Diego County is set to surpass 115,000 in the next 6 years. New drugs showing promise in slowing its progression offer hope. But will those most at risk have fair access to this new medication?
And look at your sons. Yeah, those are my two sons. Yep. What happened to them? They don't look that good.
By the time Patricia's parents were diagnosed, they were already having hallucinations. The disease progress was considered moderate to severe, making the FDA approval of Leqembi bittersweet.
Yeah, that's very wonderful to hear, and I'm very happy for the people that would benefit for that. But unfortunately, it's bitter because my parents wouldn't benefit from it.
Latinos and Blacks tend to be diagnosed at later stages, automatically excluding them from the use of Leqembi. The drug was designed and approved to treat early-stage Alzheimer's. Patricia's concerned about accessibility and affordability of the medication, especially for Latinos, who are 1.5 times more likely to develop Alzheimer's than whites. Experts say that health conditions like heart disease and diabetes, which are more prevalent among Black and Latino populations, are known risk factors.
Latinos, a lot of them are just recent immigrants that haven't been able to attain as much wealth as people that have had many generations living here. I don't think my family would have had access to that amount of funds to get that medication.
Medicare is crucial for patients hoping to afford Leqembi, which is priced at $26,500 a year, especially for Blacks and Latinos in San Diego. As many as 37% are reported to live on incomes of about $28,000 a year or less. Even though Medicare is picking up the majority of the bill, many patients will still have to pay more than $5,000 annually in out-of-pocket costs. Nelly Hernandez, clinical care coach at Alzheimer's San Diego, says that's still too expensive.
Their budget is going to cover food, expenses, care, transportation, other needs first before having to make that expense.
Hector Gonzalez is a professor of neurosciences at UCSD. He's leading the nation's largest study on Latino brain aging. He says cost isn't the only barrier.
Invariably, we see people of Latino heritage, in particular people of Mexican heritage, really have limited access to health care. And in order to get into one of these trials, you need a medical diagnosis saying, yes, this person does look like a true Alzheimer's case.
Research shows people with lower incomes or limited English skills have unequal access to diagnostic testing. Gonzalez says education is the key to early detection.
We need to look at our health care systems and say, are we serving those communities? Are we doing the education to let people know this may help you or not?
And Gonzalez says there's another cost to Leqembi.
What we see amongst Latinos, the vascular type of dementia seems to be most prevalent.
Research suggests that because Blacks and Latinos have a higher rate of vascular dementia, the drug won't be as effective for them. Patricia isn't sure if her parents were diagnosed with that type, but she would have appreciated having more time to spend with them.
But yeah, I certainly would have tried everything to find the money, even to the point where it may have bankrupted us to get that medication, because it's hope. Everyone should have access to hope.
These days, Virginia continues to have some mobility. Most afternoons, you'll find her on the porch, dancing in her chair, wearing red cat-eye sunglasses and lipstick to match.
So one of the main things I always loved about my mom was her sense of humor, and that she's always happy and always loved music.
Patricia uses music to keep her mom motivated and active, and to hold on to something she always loved.
And I'm so blessed that during her progression with Alzheimer's, that hasn't been lost.
Heidi DeMarco, KPBS News.
Barbershops are more than just places for haircuts. For decades, they've been sanctuaries for black men. UC San Diego medical students are leveraging this cultural tradition to raise heart health awareness. Once again, here's KPBS health reporter Heidi DeMarco.
It is. I thought so.
The scene at Freshly Faded Barbershop in North Park is bustling, yet relaxed. Today's customers aren't just getting dope haircuts and fades, they're also getting quick health checkups.
Yeah, you can just put your arm down like this and just relax.
Every month, a group of UCSD School of Medicine students offer free blood pressure screenings at local barbershops as part of a student-led program called Fade Hypertension. It aims to address health disparities, particularly among the Black community.
Yeah, so the diastolic is good.
Tariq Woods is a first-year medical student and co-president of the program. He says the issue hits close to home, seeing several family members suffer heart attacks and strokes.
It's known that there are many very severe health disparities with hypertension in the Black community. And so being able to kind of go out and meet people where they are helps us to be able to raise awareness in the most impactful way.
Hypertension, or high blood pressure, increases the risk of heart disease, affecting 3 out of 4 Black adults by middle age. Heart disease is the leading cause of death among Black San Diego County residents. Arthur Allen grew up going to barbershops. He believes they're a safe place to talk to Black men about health.
Like I said, it's very disarming. You know, like people may not have had a blood work done in years, and they might be embarrassed and might feel on the spot, but at least they're taking that first step.
The student volunteers say the screenings provide a valuable opportunity for preventative care in a familiar environment. Derek Banks, the barbershop owner, uses his shop as a sanctuary for community support. Partnering with Fade Hypertension is his way of helping change how Black people think about health.
We have to reprogram ourselves and take away the stigma of doctors, you know, the scariness of it. So when you see them in plain clothes and they're here in the barbershop and they're cracking jokes with you and taking your blood pressure, I think that helps to humanize the aspect of doctoring, and that it's really cool to have medical students and people of color in particular doing that.
Through mentoring and outreach efforts, the program also encourages undergraduate Black students and students of color to pursue careers in medicine, helping address the shortage of healthcare professionals from underrepresented backgrounds. Heidi DeMarco, KPBS News.
San Diego's Arab Film Festival is here, and it's filled with stories from around the world. KPBS reporter Jacob Ayer says this year, many of the films have a special focus on the conflict in Gaza.
Held at the Museum of Photographic Arts in Balboa Park, the 13th annual San Diego Arab Film Festival starts April 12th and runs through the 21st.
So it's a science fiction documentary which I co-directed with an American filmmaker, New York-based Sarah Friedland.
Rami Yunus is the co-director of Lid, the closing night feature film at the festival. He spoke to KPBS from where he lives, Haifa, Israel, and said work for this project began back in 2016.
We wanted to tell the story of my hometown of Lid, which is a city that was occupied in 1948. It used to be the city that connected Palestine to the world because it had an international airport. Trains would depart from there to Lebanon, to Cairo, back when the borders were open.
Lid is one of many films that will be featured at this year's festival. There will be 8 screenings in all, each showcasing one feature film and one short film from across the Arab world. Several films at this year's festival revolve around ongoing conflict.
We are stepping more into representing Palestinian filmmaking because of what's happening in Gaza and in the West Bank and in Jerusalem.
Basima Darwish is a local San Diegan and festival organizer. She's also originally from Palestine herself. Darwish says the festival has grown and changed over the years, and the films are about much more than struggle.
The artists are exploring more creatively and just stepping out of telling the story of trauma and occupation.
Larry Christian is president of Karama, a nonprofit organization that focuses on issues of the Arab and Islamic world. They put on the festival.
We want to provide a focal point for the community to show itself and be proud of itself.
Christian says outside of Palestine, this year's festival features films from countries including Syria, Tunisia, Morocco, and Lebanon.
Film also is a way to show people realistic depictions of Arab people and culture in a way that printed pages and other things don't do.
Darwish says some of this year's films are relatable to her own experience growing up, something not commonly seen in U.S. cinema.
My mom told me stories often about this beautiful place called Palestine. And that was what explained my name and our food and the smell in our home and the sound of the Quran on Fridays.
She says the films help to share Arab identity, defy stereotypes, and provide a voice for the marginalized.
It's really important to see yourself represented on screen, in society, as culturally relevant. And for me, as an Arab female, it's been a beautiful experience to both view the films on screen at the Museum of Photographic Arts and also to be part of making that happen.
Yunus says his film depicts multiple pasts, presents, and futures of the modern-day Israeli city now known as Lod.
In our film, there are Jews, Christians, and Muslims living in one place without the occupation. It's not a utopia, but it is also not an occupied, unjust place.
He says even getting the film made was challenging due to the ongoing conflict. Yunus hopes the sci-fi documentary makes people reflect.
No one can take away your imagination. That's one thing that can be occupied, And if you don't imagine, you're doomed to live the reality that was created in someone else's imagination.
Tickets are on sale now online or at the door if they're not yet sold out. And Arabic dinners will be available each evening. More information can be found at sandiegoaff.org. Jacob Ayer, KPBS News.
Hillcrest has long been a haven for San Diego's LGBTQ community, and over the past couple of years, the neighborhood has been growing rapidly. Andrew Bowen says city planning officials are seeking to balance the need for more housing with new protections for LGBTQ nightlife.
So yeah, our spring decorations are up. We've got a lot of butterflies and Easter rabbits. And
Brian Jennings is the co-owner of No. 1 Fifth Avenue, one of San Diego's oldest gay bars. It's cozy, divey, and always has some kitsch decor hanging from the ceiling.
For every different season, we've got a different theme, and we're very, very well known for our holiday and Christmas decorations.
No. 1 also has an open-air back patio that hosts karaoke, dance parties, and drag shows. It gets noisy late at night, and that's likely to cause some issues with a brand-new 7-story apartment building next door. 16 balconies open directly onto the patio.
The developer actually approached us and made us an offer in order to sell the bar to them, as well as the real estate, at a fairly significant profit in order for them to incorporate this property into their development.
Jennings was not interested. He bought the bar in 2019 to ensure its preservation as the neighborhood continues to grow. Still, he knew owning a noisy business next to dense housing was a recipe for conflict.
Where I've studied it in other cities, a lot of times the bar owners spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on legal fees in order to fight, and after years of fighting the neighbors and the neighborhood, they always lose. And so what we're doing is we're trying to build a structure that will make sure that our sound is contained and we can still continue to coexist next door. It's going to cost us several $100,000s to do this. This is a very large investment. It's one of the largest investments that this bar has ever seen in history. And we're taking a big risk, but we believe that we can make it work.
City planning officials last month released a new draft of Hillcrest's long-term growth plan. They're trying to capitalize on the neighborhood's walkability and proximity to public transit and major employers like hospitals. The plan would allow a lot more housing, even high-rises, as long as they include new public gathering spaces like mini parks and plazas.
The future is in urban development.
Susan Jester is a longtime lesbian activist and has been a fixture in Hillcrest for decades. She says the bars here are more than just places to go drinking. They're a refuge.
I couldn't go down to the Gaslamp Quarter or anywhere else in town to dance with my partner in 1980, but I could come here. And same thing with mourning a lost friend or organizing our community. It's sacred ground to us. And we want to keep it not just for us and for the history, but going forward so that young gay people, LGBT people come here and continue to feel that this is a safe and protected spot for them.
Jester got involved in planning the future of Hillcrest as the city was developing an LGBTQ cultural district. It calls for public art honoring the community's history here, and it requires landlords of new apartments to disclose to their tenants that this is an LGBTQ neighborhood with an active nightlife. Legacy businesses also get first dibs on new commercial spaces if their property gets redeveloped.
Some of the new developments, I could maybe afford a studio in some of them or nothing at all, depending on just how nice it is.
John Anderson is a renter in Hillcrest who's also been advocating around the neighborhood's growth plans. He says while he might not be able to afford those brand new apartments, somebody else can, and new housing can relieve the demand for Hillcrest's older homes that are more affordable.
I'm in a one-bedroom in a much more historic, older home. It was built in the 40s, so I can afford that pretty comfortably. When I went to renew, there was enough other vacant units in my building that they tried to raise my rent, and I was able to ask them not to, and they didn't.
Anderson hears the anxiety that some of his neighbors have around Hillcrest's current growth spurt. A lot of it is rooted in concerns about traffic. He says that's why the city wants to build out the bike, pedestrian, and transit network, so it's easier to live car-free, like he does.
But if you build these high-rises and you have the transportation network as it's being proposed in the plan, people will move here and they won't bring a car, or they might only bring one car. And that's going to be what allows the neighborhood to retain the charm that it has now, I think, while still bringing more people into the neighborhood to be able to live and afford to live here.
The public has until April 29th to comment on the growth plans for Hillcrest. It's expected to go before the City Council sometime this summer. Andrew Bowen, KPBS News.
We hope you enjoyed this look at KPBS News this week. I'm John Carroll. Thank you for joining us.